product. Let's move on to the second product, and that's what we call EON merged XR. And as the name implies, we are merging the digital and physical, but we are going from the digital to the physical. So the idea here is to illuminate your physical world with AI-based knowledge injections. So add rich digital twin data and experiences to real-life environments. That may sound complicated, so let me just show you. So here's a room that is illuminated. You can see the annotation in the real room. And those have been identified using artificial intelligence portals, what we call. So the portal recognizes what it is, and then it puts media attached to this. Once you have it, you can do a number of things. You can, for example, teach in the real reality, either having the scan model of the physical environment that you see there, or training in the real life. You can see the same thing, but now we are not in augmented reality, we are in the physical reality. So that's another thing you can do with Merge XR. Third thing you can do is that these knowledge portals that you see there can consist of videos, PDFs, translation panels, images, voice. It's almost limitless what you can do with the knowledge injection. And last but not least, you can also do assessment. So things like, for example, quizzes, the ability to identify or locate things to see if we understood what you were supposed to learn and train about in the physical world. So, natural question here is, how is this done? So first, you merge the reality by scanning real objects and real environments. It takes actually seconds to scan with your phone. So you're not using anything sophisticated in terms of equipment. So this to the right here is just scans I did during my latest trip to Korea, and to the left are some other objects that I just scanned in my environments. So the idea is that the merged XR creation process is a three-step process. So the first step is that you scan. The second step is that you actually take pictures that are then run through AI. And the third step is that you walk and talk, where you can have guided tours, etc. So this is something you can see. To the right here, what you're seeing is that you can then overlay your digital twin and match, so they perfectly superimposed between one or the other. So the digital twin becomes overlaid the physical environment, and there you can see that all the annotations and everything I created comes to life. So that's called a proximity alert. So when you go walk in the physical world, the system, MergeXR, senses where you are physically. And if you go too close to a hot pipe or something that can be flammable, it gives you a warning. So to the left here, you see the type of knowledge panels that we have. So there's quite a few of them. You can see, let me just go to, let's turn on the volume. One moment. Memo. Let's see the joint concert all together now.
This might be even enough to entice users who may not even see after the maximize.
Oh wow! So you could see that what's happening there is that you had the ability to have a 3D recording, the PDF, audio. Let me just stop there so you can see audio. Quizzes, videos, identify, image, locate, etc. So quite a lot you can do in the Merged XR environment to inject that knowledge when you need it, as you need it. So how can you use it practically? So obviously we saw example with a boiler, which is energy related, anything to do with tracing, training in that environment. Another interesting example is for the information technology and communication. So now it's all about trying to locate, identify, and learn about how to install things, 5G technology, etc. Transportation, we have this example here with a vehicle that you have to either during production but also during maintenance, repair to sustain it. You use merged XR for that purpose. Yeah, and left here, low left, you see still a car, but now looking at it from a manufacturing perspective. Agriculture, how to water plants, instructions. You just hold your phone against it and it will tell you what to do and when to do it. Social science, teaching students and also workers in instructing them in civic duties, things like, for example, you see there the People's Council. This is a sculpture, and you learn about things like, for example, fertility or strength or other things. So lots to do. In fact, it's your fantasy that sets limits for what is possible in this environment. Okay. So, as you may imagine, the ability to help improve safety, security, and health is immense. So if I'm walking too close to a robot arm within the range, the system will stop me. Even if I don't have my phone up, if I have it in my pocket, because it senses where I am, there will be vibration, and at the same time, I will get a nasty sound that lets me know that I'm in a danger zone, right? And the same can apply for biohazard or different type of explosive potential situations. The third and last, and in my view, perhaps one of the most exciting products, is the ability to teleport you to a real place in real time. That you can do with EON spatial meetings.